Laynie and welcome to the channel.
So we're gonna start this with a Christmas classic. I'm sure everybody know this joint. Yeah. Joy to the Lord. Alright, cool. Y'all ready? Y'all can sing this with.
How are you guys doing today? Seriously, let me know. Leave it down below. I love hearing from you. I'm getting a bit of a late start today. We did church, we did lunch, and honestly, I'm on my third cup of coffee. If you hear lots of noise upstairs, that's because my husband is currently trying to get our daughter down for a nap, and sometimes it's a struggle. But hi, welcome to the channel where I always open with a ramble that has nothing to do with today's video. Today's video has everything to do with Dedcool. This is a brand I have tried absolutely nothing from. And if you're new here and you don't know, I'm obsessed with fragrance. Hi, welcome. I hope you are too. We'll have so much fun. But I have not tried anything from the Dedcool fragrance brand, but I hear quite a bit about them on here. And when I looked up some of their stuff, some of it sounds like it would not be my cup of tea, but then a couple of them were a little bit intriguing. Let's just do it. So if you want to hear my first impressions, quick thoughts on the Dedcool line, then of course make sure you subscribe to the channel if you enjoy fragrance content, beauty content, and a little bit of lifestyle content. And now I will stop rambling and let's just get started. I have not even opened this package, and okay, so opening it up, I do like that this came in a little tin. That's pretty cool. Oh yeah, okay. And these are actually really nice sizes here. That's a decent chubby little sample, okay? I appreciate that. And even better, on the back it tells me the ones in here and their key notes. So super helpful. Okay, Dedcool. I really do appreciate the thought that went into your sample pack. Love that. It kind of feels like a luxe experience on a budget. I like that. I personally want to go in and start with Red Dakota only because several YouTubers that I enjoy watching talk about this one. So I was like, okay, I'm curious, but I'm not a big citrus fragrance lover. I do love me some light blue. I do have that in my collection, but I don't often love citrus fragrances. I will say a new one, Devotion, that came out. Honestly, when I tested it in store, I really liked it. Like, I thought about getting it, but I'm really trying to watch my P's and Q's here, and I was like, it's not a necessity in my collection, but Devotion was really nice if you do enjoy citrus. Okay, so Red Dakota. In here we have gardenia, amber, and bergamot. Kind of interesting that the bergamot is listed at the end, because when I've heard this described, it's really described as a citrus fragrance. Here we go. I get a lot of citrus, honestly. It is a really zesty, fun, awakening citrus. Bergamot to me is a really nice citrus. I am a big fan of bergamot because it's citrus without being too citrus. Does that make sense? Not really. It's bright, it's zesty, it's fruity. It's like a fruity citrus. It's tart, but to me this isn't like sharp. I've tried other fragrances that have a very citrusy opening. A good example would be Melody de Orientica by Orientica, which is a dupe of Sintra by Memo. That one has this sharp, scratchy, citrusy opening to me. This was very bright, zesty, fun, playful, awakening. Like, I do feel more awake smelling this. Now, as it's drying down, the citrus is taming, but I'm almost getting a little bit more of the citrus rind now. So now it's kind of giving me that a little bit scratchiness. Like when you zest a lemon peel or an orange peel, whatever citrus it is, the rind is always that little bit bitter, kind of hits you in the back of the throat. But so far it is not off-putting, honestly. There's just something really nice about this. So far it's not something I would have to have in my collection just because it is so citrusy. This to me is one of those that you grab on a really nasty hot day, right? It is so hot out, everything just sounds ugh. You're gonna be outside, you're gonna be sweating, but you know what? You want to put on your fragrance so you really feel like you're ready to take on the day. You feel like you're put together, but it's so stinking hot out, you need something like this. There's something in there that is giving a just slight creaminess, okay? I mean, just so slight. This is not like tonic at all, but I feel like it has to be the gardenia and the amber. It's just bringing in this creaminess as it settles down. I'm curious if you have this. What is the longevity like? Because she's taming down quite a bit, but I feel like it's getting more and more lovely as it sits because that creaminess, again, it is not lactonic. It is still so citrusy, and that just juiciness is still there. But there is a creaminess just lingering in the background that is making this really, really lovely and approachable. This is a less woody light blue. I do feel like light blue is pretty woody on me. This is like a more creamy light blue. Number 01, Taunt. Now this is interesting because the notes are very similar to Red Dakota actually. Bergamot, vanilla, and amber. If you didn't know, amber is like, I don't know why, my mind just always goes to Jurassic Park and the guy who had the bit of amber on his cane, like that resinous golden colored rock. It looks like a rock. It's hard, it's sat over time, it's just solid, beautiful gold, but it's crystal clear, right? It looks like if you melted it down, it would then become like the consistency of like honey or toffee, something like that. Well, oftentimes amber gives a very vanillic vibe. So this is Fragrance 01 Taunt. Initial blast. Oh yeah. Okay. I do like this one a lot. This reminds me, again, to keep coming back to it, but reminds me a lot of what Devotion is giving. If you're looking for a less mainstream designer Devotion-like scent, Fragrance 01 Taunt. Oh my goodness, I really like this. This is like approachable, unique. Because if you saw my last fragrance video, I'm a basic, you know what. I like approachable, easy reach fragrances. I like cheapies, things that people just think you walk by and everyone thinks you smell lovely, but at the same time, I do love that niche experience where it's kind of intriguing and interesting and a little different. This is what this gives me. It is that perfect in between. She's not quite designer, but she's not like hard to like, and you gotta learn to love her. This also very much to me falls under that clean girl aesthetic because it's almost like a skin scent. It really smells like I just took the best bath, right? I exfoliated, I did it all. I soaped up, I lathered, every bit of me is clean, but I used the most wonderful body wash and moisturizing oil after, and I've just come out and the steam of the bathroom is flowing out with me and everything smells so good. I definitely, in the opening, got the citrus, but again, it's bergamot, which bergamot to me is just easy to like citrus versus straight up lemon or orange. It's the perfect citrus for me in fragrance the majority of the time. I get a lot of vanilla and a lot of amber in here. It's coming across almost like powdered sugary in there, like not like you have a dessert that's rolled in powdered sugar, but like you have a lemon bar and you take the sifter and you just tap the faintest amount of powdered sugar over top. That's what this Taunt is giving me. She's just a little bit powdery. Just a little bit. I mean, just a little bit. And you know how when you have a hot lemon bar and you do the slight dusting of powdered sugar, sometimes the dessert is just a little bit too warm and the powdered sugar almost like melts in, but it's still that taste of powdered sugar? That's this. Because it's not powdery, but it's a little bit powdery. This, to me, is sexy. Okay, I can't lie. You could wear this in a slinky little black dress when you're like out on a first date. You want to be effortless, sexy, like really like you just smell this good. Again, you took the best shower of your life and you smell incredible. Or you're wearing cute little jeans and sneakers and a white tee and you're running errands. I like this one. Like I really like this one. Do I fully feel like it matches my vibe? Probably not. When I get myself more in line and I'm not like rolling out of the house looking like when I go to the gym, y'all, okay, I do not go to the gym to impress people. My hair is usually in the worst messy bun you've ever seen in your life. I've got my bangs pulled back, they're sticking 7 directions, and my outfit doesn't match. Okay, that's me at the gym. So no, this would not fit that part of me. But on the days where I have my stuff together, I could rock this. If you want to be Black Opium's less slutty self, okay, you want to be the I got money elevated classier version, they don't smell the same at all. Like the note structure is not the same, but dang, the sexiness is like there. Like that's what I'm saying. It's like the less slutty version. It's the more bougie, I drive a white Land Rover and live in a 2-story in a gated community, okay? That's what taunt is giving. Okay, anyways, let's move on from taunt, but I really did like that one. I have milk and extra milk. I saw that this milk first, and I was like, ooh, I always love lactonic scents. Well, I should say, I don't always love them. I'm always intrigued by them, but they can be hit or miss for me. Like, I do not like Philosophy cream. Is it called warm? It's not warm. I like warm cashmere. I don't like the cream one, but I like Ellis Brooklyn milk. So lactonic can be hit or miss for me. So I saw milk, I was like, I gotta check that out. And then I saw they had extra milk, and I'm like, okay, both of them for sure. Again, this is interesting though. I am seeing a lot of repeat notes, which most fragrances have repeat notes. Like vanilla is probably in 90% of fragrances, right? So there are a lot of repeats, which kind of makes me think like, is this brand boring? But again, you can just play and tweak and make all kinds of different scents with the same note. So I'm trying to keep an open mind. But again, here we have with milk, we have amber, bergamot, and musk. So the amber and the bergamot are the same as prior, but then we add in some white musk. So let's just see what we have. I'm not picking up nothing here. This is one of those, which I have some of those in my collection, okay. For me, Juliet has a gun fragrances. Often, I don't get much. I can't do like the OG Juliet has a gun, not a perfume, or Superdose. I don't get anything. But I know other people say like when you're walking by them, they get it. Now like Glossier You, that one I can smell. But recently, Clean Skin by Clean Reserve, even though I love that fragrance, and I don't know if it's because I tried the clean version first and now I have the clean version, I can't smell it very much. But this one, I can't smell nothing. I'm getting a little bit more on skin, but still not much. Barely Scented Water. Okay, let's try extra milk. I'm gonna do paper first, and then I'm gonna put it on this arm. I'm getting a little bit more. This one is amber, bergamot, and white musk, exact same, but there's definitely a more substantial amount of fragrance in here, but it's still, this would have to be truly this is for someone who's not allowed to wear fragrance at work. That's what this is for. Would not recommend milk at all. Couldn't pick it up. Extra milk, I can pick up just enough that this is for like a nurse, a pediatrician, a gynecologist, like somebody who is not allowed to come in and like knock people out with their scent, don't want to overwhelm people. People are coming in not feeling well and you don't want to make their headache worse, but you want to smell like you just kind of smell good. Like this could truly be your body wash, just still kind of lingering on your skin. This is not, I'm wearing a fragrance, and I'm just kind of getting a little bit of what it says, musky amber, with maybe the fresh, whoa, that just shot out of it, like that squirted out. Hold on, we'll do it again. Oh, no, okay. The last one literally was like a little water hose. This one I am getting more, definitely getting more. I'm getting more of the bergamot. I am getting more of that freshy vibe in there. There is a little bit of creaminess from the amber, definitely some muskiness, but it's like one that I really have to work to smell. She's coming to life a little bit more. Honestly, it doesn't smell that different from Taunt. It is a much lighter, muskier version of Taunt. Again, unless I work in an industry where fragrance is not allowed, I can't say I could justify this one. It's so faint. It's so faint. I do feel like this is one that if I had it in my collection, I would have to like really spray myself down, hit the pulse points where the blood's gonna be pumping and flowing and warming it up, making it come off of my skin. I do feel like this is one where if someone like hugged you, came in really close, they would probably be like, you smell nice, but it's the kind of nice that again could be just your body wash lingering on you, or maybe it's your laundry detergent. It's not like you've doused yourself in fragrance. So far, Taunt's the winner for me. That's the only one that's like really like up my alley. But here, my final one is Rocco Mint. And honestly, this was just because I find mint interesting in fragrances. It's not something I normally wear, but I like that freshness it gives, and it's like awakening and zesty. I have a eucalyptus and spearmint body spray that I like to put on before the gym because I think it just makes me feel like fresh and awake, and so I like that about mint. I don't really have a lot of mint in my collection. So this one is Moroccan mint, jasmine, and oak moss. I was so intrigued. Morocco mint, I was like, okay, it's mint. For a fun little sample, I want to try it. I do also, whoa, really like jasmine. Oh no, nope, this ain't it. This ain't it. That is not what I was expecting. No, 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 no. Okay. This is literally the green stem of a flower. I mean, literally, like when I was a kid, we used to make flower crowns and stuff like that. That very green scent that hits you in the face. I actually feel like it's kind of toying with my sinuses right now. I like Alice Brooklyn Florist. That's creamy florals with a little green in there. This is the green stem with a few little flower petals sprinkled in the distance. Like, that's how green this is. I mean, it's realistic. Like, truly, it was like I was smelling the actual stem of a flower. I think the mint is giving it just a little I'm actually, like, my sinuses are kind of like closing in smelling this. So this one might be an allergy irritant. It's so green. The mint in there is making it just fresh and maybe giving it just a little sweetness. Like, just a little tiny bit of sweetness that comes from a fresh mint leaf. The oak moss in there, I think, is just kind of starting to tame the greenness a little bit. As it's calming down, I think the jasmine is coming out a little bit because I'm getting a little tiny bit of creamy floral in there. This one to me would be like candle, possible room spray in the springtime, or like Glade plug-in. This is not at all what I would want to smell like. If you love green florals that are fresh, sweet, but I mean like literally like little, just that much sweet. Just like you got a spoonful of sugar and you're like, just that much. And like 5 granules fall in. That's this. I will probably use that as a room spray this spring because I don't want to waste it. And as it dries down, it becomes a little bit more enjoyable for me. It's not like I love it. I wouldn't like look forward to wearing that. I don't want to smell like that. But it becomes a little bit enjoyable. I could see how like, you know, a spray on a pillowcase in my living room would like make the place smell kind of nice, right? And fresh and springy. But for a fragrance, it's not for me. I do honestly, like truly, that Rocco Mint messed with my sinuses. I'm not kidding. I must be allergic to greenery because I can't breathe through my nose right now. My nostrils, not liking it. Fragrance 02, sandalwood and juniper. I do like sandalwood. It can be very nice and creamy. Ooh, yep. Oh no, 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 no. Oh no, this one's worse. This one is more masculine for sure. Very masculine. Very, very, very juniper-y. But a lot of the juniper tree more than the juniper berry. He is woody and green, like a Christmas tree. This very much smells like a Christmas tree. There's almost a smokiness in here that's kind of hitting me in the back of the throat. Ooh, it's quite smoky. It's, you know what this is? You're burning your old Christmas tree. That's intense. A little bit of that is going to go a very long way. To me, this smell would be sexy if it was more like my husband worked outside with trees, like cutting lumber for a living, and he comes in and he just smells like this because like the scent of the trees is kind of clung to his clothing. Can't say I would want to buy a fragrance for my husband that smells like this. It is so intensely tree. But I will say I really love getting sample packs like this because I think it is so fun to explore, try new things that typically would not be my cup of tea, and try out brands that are a little bit more expensive, a little more niche without like diving into full bottles and then being disappointed when it doesn't work out for you. I've learned the hard way, okay, I'm learning. And I actually appreciated Red Dakota, honestly, but Taunt is where it's at. Like, that one is going to be on my wish list. I really enjoyed it. Have you guys tried anything from Dedcool? What a weird name, by the way. Have you guys tried anything from them? If so, leave your thoughts and feelings down below. I love hearing your guys' thoughts, opinions, reviews, recommendations, and I know others do as well. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me and chatting about Dedcool. I will see you guys in my next video. Thank you for being here. As always, please try to stay positive because at the end of the day, that is truly all we can try to do.
It's all right. Everybody know this one. 1, Hey, joy to the world, the Lord has come. Let earth receive her King.